here's the scenario. We were all doing this or that, and all of a sudden the power went out. So what we're doing now is trying to find a way to get some light here. Our youngest daughter immediately said, I'm going to get some candles and light the lamps. So, you got a lighter there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, if I can light it.
Here, light it, and then stick it down. Have a candle?
Yep.
All right, light this lamp. Light it first away and then bring it towards the wick. There you go.
The wick won't go up any farther.
That's shut down. Oh, my youngest daughter here, she found her camping lantern that runs, what's that, double A's or triple A's? Oh, you don't have to take it out. It runs on small batteries. And the thing that's good about those kinds, the double A's can be charged outside with we have some solar lighting in our driveway and walkway. We can always take our double A batteries when they run down. We have tons of rechargeables, and they can be recharged. So she also pointed out something else here. Can put the light on that so I can see. We have several of these here. They are little flashlights that have no batteries. Yeah, we have a couple. Hold the light up more so I can hold both. There we go. Now we can see them a little bit. They're solar-powered flashlights. There we go. And they run for a couple of days with no sun. So totally solar-powered. So that's great. So when anything we have that is run on batteries that are double A, those can be charged outside during the daytime if it's sunny out. Which is a good way to keep anything that's double A powered. So that's something good to remember. Okay, something here that is going to be an immediate concern for anyone is what do you do when you have to use the bathroom? Okay, we have something that we've done for a while now. Some of our little trash cans, let's bring some of these lights into your room here. Some of the little trash cans we use, you know how you save the grocery store bags and you use those in them? They're actually not trash cans. They're actually buckets with like little pails with handles on them. And our youngest daughter pointed out that her garbage can in her room is not actually a garbage can, it's a bucket. And if we need to, there can be many people doing number one before it needs to be flushed. I mean, 3, 4, 5 times. It's not the end of the world, you know. Anyways.
As bad as a porta potty.
Yeah, John says it can't smell as bad as a porta potty. So yeah, we're going to go downstairs with a couple of our buckets and fill them up with water and bring them upstairs and have some flushing water in the event someone does need to use the bathroom. So something else that we have not acquired yet that we would like to acquire is a non-electronic hand pump, just something that you can hook up to the pump in the front yard if you have a well and a septic, which we have. Ours is 85 feet deep, and most people are under the impression that you can't do it over 25 feet deep. But there are some that you can buy that do work up to 100 feet. And they're not too expensive, you know, $100 to $200. That's a lot of money, but considering what you can do with that, you would never need another water supply. You have your water supply underground available to you by a hand pump. So that's definitely worth saving up for. Okay, without even thinking, without even taking a second thought, I flush the toilet without even thinking. So that is a big no-no. When you have a situation like this, you need to conserve your water. And we could have had, you know, anyways, that's just something to keep in mind. Think about those things before you do that. In a situation like us with a well and septic tank, you don't just flush the toilet at will when you have a power outage, because when your power goes out, your heat goes out. When your power goes out, your water pressure goes out. your well goes out. You don't have anything when the power goes out when you live out here like this.
These lids are airtight, Veronica.
Mm-hmm.
When you turn on something to vent an airtight chamber,
Mm-hmm.
you have to have a way for...
Oh, yeah, like gasoline.
You have to have a way for the flow to continue. Otherwise, this barrel will try to collapse in on itself.
Yeah, then it just stop.
Yeah, it would.
Okay, we are filling up a, I don't know, what's it, 2-3 gallon, 2.5 gallon bucket of...
At least 3 gallons.
Yeah, bucket of water, which is coming from our emergency supply over here. There's no way to see that. It's just too dark down here. We have 2 buckets down here with 55 gallons each with water that we made a while back, and put a spigot on each one. And right now we're just accessing some of that water. Kendra just did something funny today. I couldn't find my phone. I have a sore throat this morning. I couldn't find my phone, and she went to call it from the house phone to help me find it. And we had to remind her that there was no power, so the phones don't work. Not the cordless phones, anyway. What we're doing here this morning is we have a 5th burner here. One of them is, if I can get this in the light a little bit better, 550 watts. The other is 1,100 watts. And we'll probably use the lower wattage one. You know, you don't need the heat very high for eggs.
Cast iron pots have been collected. Morning.
So yeah, we're gonna make some cocoa and coffee and eggs and get breakfast going here. Yeah, and how are we gonna power it? Right, we're gonna power it in our power pack. Get some light in here. That's our power pack. This is, I think this one here is 1,200 watts. The other one's 1,500. And it's got...
This is the Xantrex, isn't it?
This one has 2 outlets down here. One here, which has a cover on it, and right here. It's got a on-off button, and it's got a meter here that you push to see how high your battery is. And we keep these charged at all times. Once a month, usually, we plug them in and make sure they're all charged. So they also have connectors in the back if you wanted to connect more than one or just add batteries. Also, because I am sick, everybody is going to start putting on the thieves oil that we made just as a preventative. So we put that together last night because the bottles finally came in that I've been waiting for. Something else that we are going to be doing here is not drying our clothes in the dryer if we're running on emergency backup power. So it's going to be a matter of hanging everything up. Well, I was just folding some laundry here, and John thought of something.
I thought about it last night, actually, not this morning. Yeah, these are actually more handy than you might realize. I was thinking about the fact that they're conveniently cup-shaped with a taper, and most of them have an underwire, so you can easily hold on to one edge of them. But good for water filtration in the event that you have, you are a female surviving in the wild. Just, take it off. You don't have to take off any of your other clothing to, in order to filter your water. Even just basic water filtration. I mean, it's not going to purify it, but it's just something to think about.
You said that with a serious face. It's so awesome. No.
I have a question.
What?
Your wet clothes from last night.
They're still there because I'm lazy.
Okay, our teenager just learned an interesting thing this morning. She has no clothes to wear because the clothes that she had just put in the dryer when the power went out last night, she didn't hang them up last night. She just said she didn't know where to and decided to go to bed. So she has no clothes to wear, and that's nobody's fault but her own. But it's an interesting lesson learned. So we'll figure something out, right?
So anyway, like I was saying, I'm taking these out because it's still, it's still a decent sunny day. Take them out and put them on the railing of the front porch.